we're all good. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. I'm gonna mute myself, and you all can take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining our Smooth Transition Tuesday meeting. We're still waiting for a few people to join in, but in the meantime, we have an icebreaker question we would like you all to answer in the Zoom chat below. So feel free to share something that you ate this week that you really enjoyed. For me, this week, I enjoyed In-N-Out. Tyree, was there anything that you enjoyed this week?
I just had some fried fish yesterday, so
That sounds great.
okay. So hello everyone. Welcome into this month's transition workshop. We're going to talk this month about getting and keeping a job. Um, okay. And in this session, you will meet your trainers who are myself and Kiara. We'll talk about getting a job, and then we'll talk about taking the first steps to seek employment.
All right, so just to do a quick brief before we start, my name is Kierra Green. I work for iFoster as a resource management lead, and I am also a formal foster youth. And just a little bit about myself, when I was transitioning out of foster care, I was determined to establish like a stable lifestyle. So gaining employment became my top priority. So in this session, we'll be just discussing how this can support you guys as much as I was supported through it. Throughout the process, it wasn't easy, but I was able to find support on other programs, and I was able to learn how to create a resume, find professional clothing, and searching for employment effectively. I was also encouraged to undergo professional development training, which played a crucial role in enhancing my skills and boosting my confidence. So, with the training and support, it equipped me with the necessary tools to excel in a job and stand out as a valuable candidate. So, when I got the job, it changed everything for me, and it symbolized the beginning of a new chapter filled with independence and personal growth. So the experience I gained through this journey, it helped me to become a stronger individual and ready to take on new challenges or other jobs in the future.
Thank you so much, Kiara, for sharing. My name is Tyree Crawford. I am a member specialist here at iFoster. And during my transition out from foster care into being independent, I learned that one thing that I would need to develop is a strong sense of resilience and to utilize that to not give up after inevitably be rejected. I've also learned that it's okay not only to need help, but also to ask for it. Some of the resources I utilize were places such as AJCCs or websites such as Monster Jobs or Indeed. I've also used things such as career cruising, which we will go into later. All in all, I had to gain a sense of both what I wanted in life and what I wanted to do and what best fit me for the current position that I was in. I've also used things such as the training programs that we offer here at iFoster to learn about soft skills and hard skills, not only the difference between the two, but also what skills may be more beneficial for my own professional and personal growth.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tyree. So we're going to give you some time to connect with each other and, talk about your own experience with getting a job. This is a great opportunity for you to share your skills and positive attributes that can make you a valuable candidate in the workforce. So we provided you with some ideas of what to discuss here on the slide, and we're going to be creating some breakout rooms for you to go into, and we'll see you back in 5 minutes.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a great discussion. in this slide, we'll be talking about we'll be discussing the benefits of working. I'll cover each point on the slide and yeah, so um working provides some sort of financial stability. You'll be able to get a regular paycheck. Yeah, you'll have funds to pay for your necessities and even fun activities. And the beauty of getting a regular paycheck is just consistency, and you can also track how much money you're gonna have within the next 2 weeks and how much money you can spend. You get employee perks depending on where you work. If your conditions are fair, such as working in retail, most of the time you get discounts at the stores, or working for companies, you get discounts with those companies. You can build new skills, not only physical skills like training and working and things like that, but you can also build great social skills for future jobs or just dealing with people in general. Uh, it gives you access to a work community, which lets you, that in itself is great because it lets you network, and you never know who knows you or who you're gonna end up meeting through a job. And it also gives you a sense of identity, meaning that you have something that you can look forward to, or something that like you identify with, something that makes you feel a sense of purpose in the world.
All right, so if this is your first time learning about how to apply for a job, or if you're familiar with the process, you will have to keep in mind that job searching takes time. So when you're ready to find a job, it's best to do a list of what job types you're interested in and narrow it down when you're ready to do the search. So you don't want to waste your time applying for fields that don't pique your interest and if you're not eligible for. So always apply for jobs that match your skill set. For example, do not apply for a corporate job that requires 10 years of experience if you are not eligible. So always review the requirements before you apply. The next thing during the searching process, you're just going to have to edit your resume before any job search. So update any information such as contact info, new skills, and removing any jobs that are 4 to 5 years old. So make sure this information is accurate. And as much as we all want to put how many jobs or skills that we've worked, try to condense your resume to one page. Other employers sometimes get overwhelmed if a person brings in like more than one page. So go ahead and just condense it down to one. So after applying for a job, make sure to follow up with the employer or the hiring manager within 48 hours after applying. So make sure not to take either like 3 days or a week. Make sure you keep it up. So you can send an email to the hiring manager or the employer when you applied and just let them know that you're interested in connecting with them. Um, if you know a certain place that is hiring, sometimes it's good to just do walk-ins and provide them with your resume yourself. This would increase the probability of your application to be selected. And if you have any free time, you can go ahead and just like attend hiring events as you can connect with possible employers and gain more knowledge and experience or other opportunities. So if any employers or places that are interested in you and they would like to request an interview, go ahead and just brush up on your interview skills as you would need to be prepared to do so. So you can just practice with your friends or family, or if you have other resources that can help you prepare for your interview. So make sure you arrive to the interview on time and wear proper or professional clothing.
Okay, so in the last slide, we discussed applying for jobs that match your skill set. And in this slide, I'll explain to you guys how, not only how to identify your skill set, but why you should and the benefits of it. It's also just simply so, like here I said, you're not applying for jobs that are out of your skill set and that you would never get to, and it gives you less of a chance of disappointment in the end too. So we'll start off with identifying your core skills by doing a self-assessment. To identify your core skills and competencies, you can use various sources of information such as your resume, performance reviews, feedback, self-reflection, or online assessments. You can consult managers or a mentor or other peers or people who you work with in general to get their perspective and insights on how you are and on the skills that you have. You can also assess how well you're doing in with the core skills you've identified. Once you've identified your core skills, you can your core skills and competencies, you can evaluate and assess how proficient you are in each of them and how they compare to the expectations and requirements you of your current and desired roles. You can identify gaps between your current and desired state, and prioritize the ones that are most critical for your career pathing and mobility. So, for instance, if you want to become a stenographer, the people in court that type, the people that are typing out in court, you would need to have great typing skills. If your typing skills are low, you would want to start working on that now versus working on things like not social skills, but working on things such as like, I don't know, any other skills that might that might come to your mind. So after evaluating your skills and competency levels, you need to identify the gaps between your current state and your desired state, uh, and then prioritize the ones that are just more critical for your career path. Don't spend all night playing games if you want to be a doctor. Create um, You can create a skill and competency development plan. The final step is to create a skill and competency development plan that outlines the actions, resources, and timelines to help you close your gaps and achieve your career goals. You can also use tools such as SMART goals, action plans, or learning contracts to help you create and monitor your skill and competency development plan.
All right, so going back to the subject of updating your resume, when you're searching for a new position, knowing how to update your resume can help you provide information that's relevant to your skills and qualifications listed for that job posting. So you can update your resume to reflect your new work experience, education, if you've completed any, certifications, or skills that you have gained. So updating your resume can help you describe your qualifications to show hiring managers that you have the credentials to be successful in a new role. So make sure to write like a small summary about yourself, and add keywords that suits what you're applying for. Um, this would be an interest for other hiring managers or other jobs that are hiring. Make sure to add or highlight relevant work experience. So, if you worked a few jobs in the past and you're ready to apply for another one, try to add relevant jobs that are similar to what you're applying for. For example, if you have experience in the food and retail industry, and let's say you're applying for Olive Garden, add your food experience jobs to your resume instead of retail. Um, the hiring managers would realize that, oh, this person have experience in this industry, so they'll probably have more interest in you. Go ahead and just make sure to add any new skills, includes recent education or other additional information if needed. And once again, make sure that all this info is going to be added in one page.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a quick activity. In the chat, I'm going to put a link that I would like you guys to go to. On this link, you'll see a Jamboard, which you guys can go to the corner of. I'll share my screen so you guys can see. you guys can go to the corner here and click a sticky note and add something. What I want you guys to do during this group assessment is I want you guys to assess your skills, assess the things that you guys have experience in, assess anything such as education, experience, life, your skills for jobs, things like that. You want to assess even things like jobs that you guys don't think are legit jobs. You can put if you're a babysitter, you can put the skills that you guys might have from that. You can put if you're a dog walker, if you mow lawns every weekend, things like that. You guys can put anything, any skills that you guys might have.
All right, so now that we have provided some steps on how to apply for a job and we provided you guys the tools, what are some steps that you can take to begin your job search if this is your first time? So would anyone like to share what was helpful for you when applying for a job? Feel free to share by unmuting or adding a comment in the Zoom.
Okay, so these are just some final resources that we can leave you guys with to um, start your job search off. You can go to a public library, careerbuilder.com, indeed.com, LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, Career Cruising, which we will give you access to. Um, and we'll discuss more in the following slide. But any of these places can be used or utilized. Also, guys, you guys can use the word of mouth that you guys know from people. I don't put any of you guys know people who have jobs, so you can utilize that to your advantage as well.
A great resource that we would like to share is called our Career Cruising Program. It's basically a self-exploration and planning program that helps people of all ages achieve their potential in their career and life. Career Cruising allows you to take assessments to evaluate what career matches your interest, and you'll receive personalized career matches and post-secondary education requirements to achieve that career. They can also provide you financial aid and scholarship information as well. So you can take multiple assessments and everything is saved into your personal account. So if you have an iFoster account, you'll be eligible to access the Career Cruising program. And for more information, we have provided a link that is added to the chat.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us for this session, for this information session. Our next information session will be about life skills for foster youth who are aging out, which we'll be helping you guys learn about life skills for the need of transitioning out of care into adulthood and self-sufficiency. And yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions about learning how to get a job or other questions that you have, feel free to reach out to us. And you guys have a wonderful day.